Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. Beautiful looking Thursday morning. Thank you for tuning in. It's time for Veterans News. Hank Whittier is here somewhere, but Robert Wood is going to start the thing off. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, sir. I think he's in with Joe talking about some things, but I'm going to start off with welcome folks for listening in on WOCA right here at the Paddock Mall. You ever want to stop in, you're welcome to. But we're going to start off, and Terry, I think you're on the line for us with some casualties, sir.
Fortunately, we have two for the week, and if it's okay, we'll go ahead and start with ours.
Go right ahead, sir.
The first we have is police officer Nicholas Lee, and Nicholas was with the Los Angeles Police Department out of California, and his end of watch was March the 7th of 2014. Nicholas was 40 years of age. He was killed when his vehicle collided with another vehicle while on patrol in a traffic accident. He is survived by his wife and has two daughters, and he'd been with that agency for 16 years.
Okay.
The second one we have is Agent Jaquan Ortega, and Jaquan was with the Puerto Rican Police Department out of Puerto Rico. He was 36 years of age, and unfortunately he was shot and killed while working undercover during a arms purchase in a neighborhood for that community. He is survived by his wife and one child, and he had served with that agency for 12 years.
Okay. Terry, I thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you be careful, and Hank is talking to you.
Talking to you, Terry.
Hey, Hank, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm good, but you owe me lunch.
Yes, I do. And I also owe you a phone call.
That's what I was calling you that day to try to set up the date, and then I figured you weren't going to return my call, so.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Hey, listen, I'll give you a buzz. I do want to get together with you, though.
Yes, sir, I do too, and so I'm not ducking you, just,
right.
busy, but I'll give you a ring.
Well, I'll be at the jail later.
Okay, Hank, I'll be here.
Don't book him in, though, Terry.
Talk to you.
Yeah, you sure you don't mind, Robert?
No, I don't want you to book him in. I need him at our
buddy.
office.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, good talking to you, Terry.
Day.
Be safe, man.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Has the fire department called in already?
Not
Anybody on
as
the
of this
line?
time, sir. I've got a few fire department
Go ahead and do
personnel.
that because I know Brian's out of town. So.
Yes, sir. Fire casualties are Kevin J. Bristol, 26 years of service out of Peaksville Fire Department. Another is Bobby Moleri, 61 years of service, was 15, and he was out of Hell's Gate Fire Department, Star Valley, Arizona. Another one is Jeffrey Bayless, 51 years of age, 19 years of service, out of Anchorage Fire Department, Anchorage, Alaska. Another one, and the final one I have today, is Jamie A. Paletti, 43, number of years in service is 10, and he's out of Ironwood Township Volunteer Fire Department, Ironwood, Michigan. And those are the deaths that we have, sir, at this point.
Okay. There are no military.
None at this point that I know.
Outstanding. Yeah. All right, Lara, go ahead if you would, buddy. Nobody local wants to mention anybody, by the way? Okay.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
thanks, Larry. Appreciate it, bud. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and you're looking more handsome than I remember you a month or two ago. You know,
Uh-oh, look out,
it's
Larry.
a family, Gene. We're related. we all look good.
Yeah, right.
What's that, Larry? Lunch is on you.
I already had breakfast on you guys. Oh, your sponsor out there.
Yeah,
Brittany.
Brittany brought it in.
That was
yeah.
nice of her. Yeah. Robert, you got a couple of folks to talk about.
Yes, sir, I do. I'm going to start out with Bob Wine's Camellia Garden and Nursery. Veterans News is brought to you by Bob's Wine's Camellia Garden and Nursery at 2610 Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. When it comes to landscaping, Bob Wines has what you need. Everything from small plants to large trees, mulch, fertilizer, and much, much more. Bob Wines will even deliver plants and guarantee their trees. That's fantastic. Bob Wine's Camellia Garden and Nursery has been keeping you blooming since 1952 in the Ocala area. And if you want a contact number, you can call them at 352-629-5766. And then we have Palm Chevrolet and Palm Kia. The Veterans News is brought to you in part by Palm Chevrolet of Ocala. And right now, General Motors have instructed Palm Chevrolet to eliminate hundreds of new Chevrolet trucks at factory invoices, zero down, and you keep the rebates. You pay less than Palm pays. Stop by Palm Chevrolet on Highway 200 in Ocala today. Their huge inventory is being marked down to the final sacrifice price. You don't want to miss the truck during this sale. And that's what we have. They're located at 2300 Southwest College Road in Ocala. And there we go, sir.
All right. Well, good. Well, listen, two good folks. They've been
Yes.
around the community. Both of them been around for a long time. So go check them out. The Bob's Nursery, Bob Wine's Nursery, and Palm Chevrolet. Hey, listen, I haven't been here in a long time, so I almost forgot the format here. It's nice to have guests in. You guys get anything, quick announcements you want to make before we have our guest talk this morning?
Only the fact that this is the second Thursday, of course, and this is the VFW Post 7193 is the meeting date. The VFW Ladies Auxiliary will be meeting at the Mount Moriah Missionary Baptist Church Annex this afternoon at 4:30 p.m. And, of course, the VFW men will meet in the same Mount Moriah Church Annex at 6 p.m. Remember, the times have changed, and now that it's 4:30 p.m. for the ladies and 6 o'clock p.m. for the men. Other than that, I don't have a thing.
Well, good. Anybody else? Donald, quick, if you got anything.
I don't know why Curly's in my seat, but that's all right. I'll live with it today.
You were late.
Just remind people that we're working with a couple other groups now, the Ocala Symphony Orchestra, to do some work with PTSD issues and veterans, and we're meeting next week with the VA to see if we can't solve some problems for a lot of veterans in town. So I want to thank the Symphony Orchestra for stepping forward, and Matt. I hate to say good things about Matt, but I'll say it in this case. And our friends over there at Habitat for Humanity. We've worked out a deal with them to do some housing, and veterans and us all combined to see if we can't get some veterans into some decent housing.
Don't destroy that plan of
I figured you blew your nose in the. He give me, he's got a plan for me, and he blows his nose into a napkin.
No, that is a strategy for the future.
You're a class act. You really are.
This is to get veterans to make donations, support us, sponsor us.
Well, again, we're doing a lot of different things between, starting with food to housing to psychological services and some therapy. So we're
Psychological
and
services.
as I look at you, that's what brought that to mind. Well, two things came to mind actually. That, psychological services and plastic surgery came to mind.
Plastic surgery for sure.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we're we only have a half hour now, so it's time for you to head to Daytona Beach.
I'm going to keep an eye on you.
One eye. That's right. All right, listen, Dory Funk is here, and Marty Funk is here, and Hollywood Heather is sitting right next to me. You notice she moved her seat to be closer to.
Yes, sir, I noticed that very much, sir.
I don't know if you caught up, but
Is it because she threatened to do a match with you? Is that
Well,
what it is?
I'll do a match with
You
her.
better get on the. Hey,
I'm already in trouble with Vivian anyway, thanks to my friend over here.
Hey,
Anyhow, listen, Dory and I are working together along with Marty and his great crew out there to do a fundraiser for Vets Helping Vets on the 29th of March at 7 p.m. out at his place, and he'll talk a little bit about it. And Dory, you want to tell them what we're doing?
Well, we're very, very proud to be putting on a professional wrestling match, and it's proceeds are going to Vets Helping Vets, and we can't think of a greater cause to be of service to, and we just want to invite everybody out. We've got a terrific wrestling card. In fact, our main event is going to feature actually 4 of our beautiful lady wrestlers, and one of them being Hollywood Heather, Jessica Powerhouse Hill, a new wrestler by the name of Paulette Carter. She's a beautiful young lady, and Claudia the Claw Reef. And those 4 ladies are going to be going in a tournament. There'll actually wind up being 3 matches, and the winner will wind up our women's champion. And instantly, Hollywood Heather is our current women's champion right now. Her belt will be on the line, and it'll be all up for grabs. I'm going to be teaming with a veteran who's done a terrific job for us here, Johnny Magnum. And if you guys, I think
Johnny's
most,
a good guy, U.S. Army veteran, isn't he?
U.S. Army, a couple of tours of Iraq, and he's also he's a youth leader for our wrestlers at the Funky Conservatory. He's a pastor, and he had his own church for a while here, and he's just a tremendous person, and he's going to be my partner, and we'll be announcing a team that we'll be facing later.
Okay.
And
So,
Hollywood,
Hollywood's here talking about it. You know, by the way, did you tell him that?
What do you think of your chances of?
Well, let me sweeten the pot a little
Yeah,
bit.
okay,
They get to go to
go.
dinner with me, the winners.
Oh, the winner gets to go
Go to dinner with me.
Okay.
So I know that they'll work a little
they'll
extra
really-
harder, you know.
They'll really go after it.
Yeah, be careful, because when you go to dinner with him, he's going to make you pay at the end.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do it to you. I wouldn't do it to you. Listen, take a look at Don. Why else would you go to dinner with him unless he was paying?
I see at least 5 reasons why I would go.
Really? 5?
Oh yeah,
I still have
What?
it.
Sympathy?
No, Coach. Hollywood's chances are as good as any. I mean, there's 4 beautiful lady wrestlers, and one of them just happens to be 6 feet of blonde perfection. And if those other 3 can keep up, I gratefully accept that challenge.
Maybe Hank and I could work in your corner.
Does
it go by rounds?
Absolutely need us there.
Like 4 or 5 rounds or something.
Heather, will you turn that microphone toward you? Because it's weird. There you go.
Good.
You
That's
got
much
it?
better.
She's still, is that better?
a little
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah.
Hank,
There
you
you
could be
go.
the water guy. I could be the guy with the blush.
Yeah.
You put them
towel.
in.
Touching up, little touch up. Well, listen, we were out there a couple of weeks ago and watched you kick some butt. You kicked butt, and you did it good. And listen, we're looking forward to it. I think you. I don't want to start the fight, but I think your title is safe.
Well, thank you.
you will have a fight.
Yeah, now you're going to be real popular over there. But we just want to thank you guys for allowing us to be part of your organization.
Listen, it's you guys are outstanding, and you know it's the tickets are. We're asking for a $20 donation, or if you want to make a bigger donation, that's welcome too. And you want to give me your address?
Yes, I'd like to let everybody know where our facility is. It's at 3598 Southwest 38th Street, Southwest 74th Avenue. Actually, we're just
Off of 38th.
Yes,
It's off of 38th.
We're just-
On the way to Westport High School.
on the way to Westport High School, just south of the Ocala Airport.
Yeah. And you guys have tickets. There's a lot of tickets that Robert has them. I have them
Yes.
in my office. So if you call 433-2320, we'll be glad to get a ticket to you. And You know, again, he wants her to smile. He wants everybody to smile. You know, it's the director's in the background. Yeah.
Hey, one of the things I've been doing, I was talking with the Army. I asked them to make sure the Army, the Navy, and the Marines show up. I think it's a great promotion for them because they like that. You know, that just by the nature of their jobs, they're aggressive. And they like to see that. So
yeah, a lot of the guys are coming out. A lot of the folks are coming out. There'll be tickets at the door, but you really ought to get a ticket ahead of time because seating is limited. So relatively about 100 people. I think we said we could seat about that. So and we've already sold a bunch of tickets. So if you really want one, call my office 433-2320. And we'll be glad to get you a ticket. And it goes for a good cause. As you know, the money goes for veterans and veterans' needs in the county. But I can't do it without the help and cooperation of people like Dory and Marty Funk and Hollywood over here. And Hollywood, how long have you been doing this?
I have been with Marty and Dory for just over 2 years now. So.
And when did you win the championship?
Well, I won it back on New Year's, actually. I've held it for quite some time. We had a big New Year's show, and I beat Powerhouse, pillar to post.
Yeah. Well, you beat her pretty good last week.
I did.
Weeks ago. Yeah, you beat, kind of into submission, I'd say.
Just a little bit. She's a tough girl, though.
Well, she is tough, and and of course, she's very attractive, but, I don't want to, again, break the bad news to her, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Well,
I think
you're right,
got it.
Hank.
And,
I agree.
He's never been right with anything else, so be careful.
That's how I choose my friends, too. I haven't been right. Bad. It's been a bad policy I've had. Yeah. And so listen, Dory, you want to talk a little bit about you've got a heck of a background. I know some of the things you've done. You were a big back in probably in the 1998 or something.
Oh, I guess.
When's the last time you held that belt?
Oh, the last time I held the belt was a good while ago.
Has it?
Yeah. But I've had a fabulous time coming through the wrestling business. I'd like to mention my father was a professional wrestler. He was also a veteran of World War II. And I'm very proud of what he did. I didn't meet my father until I was 4 years old. Because he left shortly after I was born, and he returned just after the war.
Yeah.
But he was a professional wrestler, and I followed in his footsteps. And just about any professional wrestler that you could name from the past, I would know.
You work with, yeah.
I would have worked with and know personally.
We were kind of reminiscing about some of those old names the other day, Mountain Dean and, Killer Kowalski and all that stuff.
Sure.
Gorgeous George.
Gorgeous George, probably, yeah.
Yes.
Gorgeous George probably predated you a little bit, though.
Gorgeous George did predate me.
That was 40s probably.
He knew your daddy.
But he was around. Joe Martone's dad left town, too, as soon as he was born. I don't know if anybody knew that.
That was in self-defense.
Yeah, well, you take one look was enough to get the guy out of town.
Especially with a voice like his.
Wow.
We do want to let everybody know through our regular channels, through our telephone number, you can also get information on tickets. And,
Okay, you want to hand that out?
Sure. Our telephone number is 895-4658.
Okay.
And that's our regular telephone number that people normally call for ticket information. And
Can I get Hollywood if I call that number? Can I get you out there, Hollywood?
I'm sure we could work something out. I'm sure we could.
If they have the money, we can, they're willing to get some
Always.
tickets. You're available to sell some tickets too. Yeah. Well, you guys put on a good show. We came out, I guess it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Very entertaining and good show. Good. You have to be in shape to do all that running around and fall into the mat. I mean,
running. In your case, it would be running.
I'd be one. Yeah, it would be running. Well, they chased me around the ring that night, but I played hard to get.
So if a veteran wanted to get involved and learn how to wrestle, would they call you? How would they?
Certainly.
How would they do this? How would they contact? Because say, for example, we wanted to work with folks that may be experiencing some PTSD, and they wanted to try wrestling or get involved with wrestling. How would they get involved?
well, they could contact us.
Your wife says she doesn't
Choked
know.
up on that one. Yeah.
Contact us or contact you guys, and you guys refer them to us.
We talked exactly about that with Marty and Dory last week about because a lot of veterans need a lot of different outlets. We talked about the symphony orchestra and music, but we also talked about, what works for one veteran may not work for another one, and getting them involved in something like that, particularly where it's physical.
Right.
It probably would be very good for a lot of the guys and women, and it may be something we can work on in the future. Along with when we meet with the VA next week, we'll probably bring that up and just see if there's any interest there.
Talk about physical. Did you see the hockey?
I saw the Bruins win. I saw the Bruins win over Montreal. Yeah,
4-1.
Yeah, so,
but I'm talking about that handicap Olympics.
No, I hadn't seen that.
Special Olympics.
Yeah, I know it's. Yeah.
They had that hockey on the board.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel! That's like fighting on a board.
Outstanding.
These guys are killing.
Hey, Larry, why don't you announce we'll play a little trivia before we get off if someone wants to call in. It's a history question, okay? And I'll give away my usual $20.
All right, the phone number to call.
$20 gift card from Walmart.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody. You guys are, you know how it is. I can't really ask a question because it won't make any difference.
No,
with this
don't
crew.
ask
You
it
would know,
yet.
Heather, but they wouldn't know.
So you have
And
to have
CJ
a call
might
first,
know.
right? You want them to call first.
You got to call first because they all Google and then they're quick at it and then they got the answer. So if you want to answer a history question, go ahead and call. In the meantime, we'll talk wrestling. And the 29th of this month is at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. We'll be out there early, and you meet a lot of the local veterans and a lot of the active duty guys who are in the Army and some of the other branches of the service. You'll meet Don. No, Don's out of town. Thankfully, you're out of town. Thank you, Don.
There's one other part of our show that I would like everybody to know about. We have made a movie, and naturally the star of our movie is sitting right next to me here.
Mm-hmm. Don Harrison?
Whoa!
Is it a horror flick?
Yes, it definitely is a horror if he's in it.
I did not want my wife to know that.
Your wife's been living the horror for 20 years.
It stars Hollywood Heather.
Oh,
all right. I like that.
Before the show starts, we're going to show a preview of that movie, and it's really really something to watch. It's far out, it's off the wall, and it's got a spiritual theme to it also.
Yeah.
And I think everybody will enjoy
Is
it.
that the same one that I previewed? I guess. Anyway, I saw one of them and it was outstanding. I enjoyed it.
The name of that movie, Coach, is called The Lady Wrestler. For those of you out there listening in, it'll be a great time if you can make it out a little early. We'll show you a preview and show some more footage of Hollywood.
You got a phone call?
Does best.
Okay, we got a phone call. Someone's probably going to try
Somebody's
to
gonna
challenge
play
you
with
on
it.
All
right, good morning.
They want to wrestle with you. I don't know.
Good morning.
Good morning, vets.
Good morning.
good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, who's this? I
This
can't.
is Hugh calling.
You want to answer that question for me?
I want to try to answer.
Okay, here's the question. All right, I'm going to, I want to know, I'm kind of morbid, so I want to know the first, and it happens to be first woman executed by the United States government. First woman executed by the United States government. Besides Donnie's mother, who,
I think she's the one that killed.
What'd you say, Hugh?
Rosenberg or Rosenstein?
No. I'll give you one more crack at it. First, long before that. First woman, not by the states now, by the U.S. government.
Say, can I ask you a quick question?
Yes. Go ahead.
Are there any plans in the future for sending the vets up to the World War II Memorial?
Well, not out of the local group. The Lady Lake group is still doing it. Okay, so the local group kind of folded its wings, but the Lady Lake group is still doing that.
Okay, well, that's pretty close by. They would take a donation for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. I don't know the number off the top of my head. I can get it for you if you call the office, and then you can call them directly, and I'm sure they'll welcome donations. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
All right, good. So,
Wait a minute, is he going to answer
he
it?
did answer. He got it
did not
wrong.
answer.
He got it wrong.
Well, answer it again.
He did not answer.
Well, we're almost out of time. We got to talk about Parm Chevrolet and Bob Wine's nursery.
Yeah, we need to go over.
I'll give you a crack at it. You want to answer it?
Was it
Duh.
John Wilkes Booth's girlfriend?
I don't want to know her name.
Mary something.
Mary something.
Mary.
You know, a lot of Marys.
Mary, sorry.
It was actually, I'll give you the answer, it was Mary Sorette.
Sorette.
And you're
I
right,
knew
Mary
it.
Sorette.
Oh, that was
Thank
good.
you.
That was, yeah, she ran the rooming house, and let me tell you, despite all the movies, she was guilty.
Where was she?
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Did you do your Bob wine? Hurry up.
Unfortunately, not this time.
It's over.
You can get used to it.
Go ahead.
You got time? Okay. Palm Chevrolet, right now, the General Motors has instructed Palm Chevrolet to eliminate hundreds of new vehicle Chevrolet trucks at factory invoice 0 down and keep the rebates.
They were like stage.
Located at 2300 Southwest College Road in Ocala. Phone number is 352-629-8011. Also, Bob Wines. Bob Wines Camellia Garden and Nursery at 2610 Southeast 38th Street in Ocala. And you call Bob if you need any flower work or gardening work, and it's 352-629-5766.
Coming in that last.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Life jackets save lives. Wear it, Florida. This afternoon, showers and a thunderstorm, high 80 to 84. For tonight, clear to partly cloudy and cool.